Hello, and welcome to Feed the Ultimate Beast with me, the most derpy one, aka MrSuryt. Last episode, we started making our steel. We have made a fair bit. I've also put in, right here, a Zycraft tank for the creosote oil. Now, there's not much creosote oil going through there at the moment. I had a fair bit going originally. Oh, there goes a bit. It's because we're not really collecting the coal coke anymore. We've kind of stopped production. Now that is because we have over 1,000 coal coke in the system. So I may have to change that so that we can keep pumping the coal coke in. The idea behind limiting the coal coke originally was so we don't use up all the coal. There's a few things you need coal for that coal coke can't be used for. Although in saying that, if I have a look at how much coal I do have, I suspect I may have well, I've got 229,000. Yeah, I might have a bit. Not gonna worry, not gonna struggle for redstone or nickelite anymore. And holy, 106,000 iron ore. I might have to go turn off my quarries. They're obviously not going through my powered furnaces as fast as I'm collecting them. The iron, though, the issue with that at the present is it's not actually getting a chance to go through the pulverizer. You see, the pulverizer is pulverizing the ores, all the ores, actually. It's down the bottom there. They're all being fed straight in there. And what that means, I have got so much copper at the moment that it's just keeping copper in there. I have to run out of copper in here before it'll put a different one in. So I may have to go and reorganize this, which is going to be a nightmare. I did not build this with the idea of having 3 Red Power 2 tunnel bores going. I kind of need a pulverizer per metal and a furnace per metal, pretty much. But, come on, why won't you let me out? There we go. That's something that I'm going to have to do another time. Steel, we don't actually have 1,000 steel in the system. That's because I have been using it. So let's go and have a look at what's been going on off screen. Now, down here in the liquids, I have done a little bit in the liquids room. Not a great deal, mind you, but I thought I'd show you anyway. Our oil is coming along nicely. It's actually going backwards right now. This fuel tank is full, so I went and put another fuel tank in. And we're already pushing the 600k of fuel in the second tank. So all up, we've got about 3 million fuel. Minecraft buckets, or whatever they're called. Milli buckets, I think they're called. So I think we are ready to get our steam boiler going. And this is where I'm going to put it. This here is our fuel tank, the top of, that's the oil tank. The other fuel tank is back there, but that's all water behind us if you look on the mini-map. I have had to build this, you can see through there that we are actually where water used to be. It was kind of a nightmare building this room, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, we are going to build ourselves the steam boiler. And we are going for the liquid. We are going for high pressure. So to start with, steam boilers need water. And I have got myself an aqueous accumulator and 2 buckets. We have seen how to make these before, so I'm not going to go over how to make these in detail, but there you go, easy enough. Whack that down there, bucket of water on either side of it. There we go, our aqueous accumulator will be producing water at a fantastic speed. We're going to need a little bit of liquid duct. I honestly cannot recall whether or not I've made liquid duct in this series on screen or not. Wrong button there. You need hardened glass and copper. We have made hardened glass, I'm pretty sure. The induction smelter I have up in my system is set up to automatically make the hardened glass. So, obsidian and lead. Easy enough. We're going to pull that. I don't really need it out of there. I don't really need a torch in there either, but... And we'll connect that. Well, I said we'll connect that. There we go. Alright, I want the water down at firebox level. That's just me, it's the way I like it. Yeah, we probably could have put the aqueous accumulator facing a different way and then just use the one. Actually, I'm going to do that just because it kind of makes sense to do that. Oh, get in there. Fighting the current. Ah, so much water. Didn't really plan this through, did I? Okay. Okay. Get rid of you two. Yeah, I'm kind of getting used to fighting the currents, building all these rooms underwater. Hey, there we go. Oops. Oh. Ah, gotcha. There you go. That way it's just single piece. Really, the other way that I had it set up first would have done the job. The only reason you do this is just to save on resources. Again, I don't need to do it, but I'm kind of doing alright for resources. I think I am going to build the steam boiler right here, straight up. So let's get on with it. The first item you need for a steam boiler is a firebox. Now, we went over this last episode. There is the solid fueled and the liquid fueled. Obviously, we're going liquid fueled with fuel as the material being used, being burnt up. It is the more complicated, little bit more difficult build to make. You need steel plates, 4 of, a little bit of iron for your iron bars and your bucket, a fire charge, and a normal furnace. Now, all this, I think we did go over it last episode. The fire charge maybe not. Blaze powder, coal, and gunpowder. You can use charcoal as well. That gets you 3, so you only really need 3 blaze powder from this. You probably get away with only killing 1 or 2 blaze. Mixer. I haven't actually used the mixer before. It doesn't do anything extra though. Same as just shapeless crafting. That is without Greg Tech. I guess there could be a bit of a difference. Anyway, let's take our liquid fueled firebox. You can use one liquid fueled firebox with a tank on top. That is a steam boiler. That will work. But that is not what we want. This is a tiny little steam boiler. Very small. We're going to make it as large as is possible. And for that, we are going to need a lot more high pressure boiler and a lot more liquid fueled firebox. Now, the largest steam boiler possible, you need a 3x3, 9 fireboxes. That works for either solid or liquid. And you'll need 36 high pressure boilers, or low pressure if you're going that way. What on earth are you doing up there, canvas bag? The high pressure boilers, more of those steel plates, just 2 of them on top of each other will get you 1. To make the steel plates, I don't think I showed you, you just need your 4 steel in a rolling machine. It does need power, so I can't actually make this one here, but let's take all 36 of you. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 4 high. We're going to lose access to our aqueous accumulator here. That's okay. Now, there are a number of other sizes with the 3x3 firebox setup. And if I was to knock out these top ones here, in fact I'll do that, you'll see it actually does make a little stubby one. Water is going into it as well. That's not a good thing. Yep. So there is a number of different sizes. There is another size 3x3x3. If I was to knock those top ones out, that would be another size, I believe. And then you go, the largest one possible. Holds the most steam. Gets nice and hot at the moment. It's only 20 degrees Celsius, so of course it's not going to produce anything. That there is our steam boiler. We've got water going into it. We need to get the fuel. Here's the water, obviously. We need to get some fuel going in there. For that, I am going to make... Well, wait, I've already got liquid duct. For that, more liquid duct, and... Strange, funny enough, I've already got it linked up. We've got this here connected up to both of the fuel tanks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to... Oh, yep, I can get to it. Don't forget you need one of the railcraft valves. These things here, iron tank valves. I'm putting them down the bottom here. It's where I had the valve put for this one over here. You need to change the liquid duct to out, and you need to apply a redstone signal. I'm going to struggle to get to that. No, I can get it. Once you click on that, it will start pumping it out. Got another lever here. So we've got fuel coming out of both. We are going down fuel. Alright, so you can see the steam boiler has now lit up. That is operating. Fuel in a steam boiler, doesn't matter the size, it's always going to hold the same amount. Water it can hold more with the larger steam boilers, and obviously steam it can hold more. It's not going to produce any steam until it gets to the boiling point for water, of course, which is 100 degrees Celsius. Once we hit that point, steam will start to be produced. That's steam though, we want it to go somewhere. Steam itself is not energy, we need engines. And we are going, seeing as we've gone all out with the steam boiler, we're going to go all out with the steam engines as well. We're going to make industrial steam engines. These are the top tier steam engines, the hardest ones to make because they also require steel. Steel plates, 3 of, steel gears, piston and glass. The steel gears, they're made with steel on a stone gear. So not too difficult, not too difficult at all. It's just getting that steel. Okay, so we are going to grab 18 of these. Industrial steam engines, they produce 8 Minecraft joules per tick. And in order to produce 8 Minecraft joules per tick, they need 40 steam per tick. Each one of these high pressure boiler tanks that I've used, like remember I've used 36 of those in there, each one of those produces 20 steam per tick. So obviously 36 of these will have enough steam being produced to run 18 industrial steam engines. You can run more steam engines, but they're pretty smart. They'll slow down basically, and they'll run at a lot slower speed. So it doesn't really hurt. I guess it kind of future-proofs if you put more steam engines in there. It's kind of a waste of resources, about the only thing. But anyway, let's get these placed down. And I already have obviously some redstone conductive cable. I always forget the name of this stuff. Redstone energy conduit, that's the stuff. I've already got some of that connected. It is going out to my... What's it going out to? I do have a redstone... I forgot the name. A redstone energy cell out there. It's also going to my oil fabricators, I think it is. Sludge boiler, yeah, the oil fabricators that are out there. At the moment, I don't actually have a use for all my excess power, I just wanted it. So, yeah. That's the reason why we're making it. And there we go. Fantastic. Alright, now we obviously need to get steam into these steam engines. Once it's got steam, it starts to produce your Minecraft joules. It has its own internal buffer as well. To get the steam to it, we are going to use the liquid ducts again. I'm going to run this down like so. Make sure I've got liquid duct going to every single engine. Down here as well. And we'll connect them up. Still not producing any steam in here yet. We're only at 49 degrees Celsius. We are getting there though. Alright, what else do we need? Well, this pipe, this liquid duct, it only holds so much liquid, yes. Steam is a liquid in Minecraft, in Railcraft. So it acts as a liquid. You can only pump so much into a single pipe. So we are not going to get our 40 steam per tick going through this pipe. We're only going to get enough that one can hold. One pipe, that is. What you can do, if you're going to use normal pipe, you need to place a whole heap of it, and you need to have pipes going every which way. The good thing about liquid duct, though, is it compresses. It will compress steam. It will compress liquids, which means even though you can only pump so much into each one of these, it will compress that into the pipe next to it. So I must admit I have forgotten how much one of these can hold, can have sent out of it. So the maths is going to be wrong, but as an example, just say this here can hold 80 steam, 80 Minecraft buckets of liquid, milli buckets of liquid. And this one can hold 80. Because they're next to each other, there will actually be 160 going through the pipe. That's not the quantities though, so don't quote me on the quantities, but that's the way it works. Because they can compress liquids, having this here means that through that pipe there will be all the steam I need going into these steam engines. Once we have steam. What are we at? 64 degrees Celsius? Alright, still going. Still going. Fuel is slowly going down. It's okay. Oh, so now we need to wait for all this steam, don't we? I'm going to move that torch, I think. Let's hit F7. Oh, no, we don't need to. The area is lit up enough. This wood here, it's just spruce wood. It's, I don't know, it kind of feels like it makes everything darker. Well, I mean, obviously the wood's darker, but it seems to swallow the light sort of thing. Okay, these steam engines though, they are not going to run like this. They are not as smart as your thermal expansion machines or thermal expansion steam engines. These here do require a redstone signal. The steam engines for thermal expansion, or the steam engine, you can change that so it needs a redstone signal, doesn't need a redstone signal, etc. But these ones here, older technology will say, I might have had a little bit too much liquid duct there. So we're going to keep it nice and easy. We are just going to run a bit of this red alloy wire. So it is touching each of these engines. And then we're just going to place a lever at the bottom. We could actually just place the lever on this block here, but I like to, I don't know, it's an OCD thing, I guess. OCD? That's going to drive me nuts now. Anyway, yeah, the lack of engines there is going to drive me nuts as well. We pretty much done. That's the build. All we need to do now is wait for this to get to 100 degrees. Now it is, as you've seen here, it is burning up the fuel a lot faster than I can make it, which may seem like a problem. Actually, we are going up right there. And we're going up here now. Okay, excellent. So it has jump fail. We have reversed our efficiency. That was expected though. You see, the hotter a steam boiler gets, the less fuel it is going to use. Again, that applies for liquid or solid. Either one. The hotter you get it, the less fuel it will use up. Water obviously is not a problem. We've got a lot of water in there and it's infinite. Technically, I guess our fuel is too, but it takes a little bit longer to make, of course. Because it's less efficient at lower heat, because it is actually better to have this thing as hot as possible to run, it usually does not pay to turn your steam boiler off. Even if you're not using the power, as long as you can produce the fuel, it's generally better to have it going at full, going constantly at all times at full temperature. So we're very close. What I might just go do, whilst we're waiting, I've started, I think our oil will be going down, is it? Yeah, our oil's going down. Unfortunately, the oil, keeping ahead with the oil, it's kind of relying on our bees, which at the moment do not work during the night. Yeah, I've started putting a few more books through here. Getting a few efficiency. It's meant to be a level 30 enchanted book there. I don't know why we only got efficiency 3, but not to worry, to be perfectly honest, I don't need it. Again, yeah. We're doing all right for our equipment, so... Okay, ooh, we're getting there. We're getting there. 7 degrees more. Come on, steam boiler. So I was hanging out at a nuclear reactor the other day. And in Australia, we only have 2 nuclear reactors, and there is only 1 nuclear reactor running. The other nuclear reactor was decommissioned a few years ago. The nuclear reactor we have in Australia, it's not actually, it doesn't produce power. It's a medical nuclear reactor, very small reactor for producing medicine, cancer related that is. Yeah, it does not boil water. It does not get hot enough to boil an egg. So it's kind of strange the way steam boiler works. A nuclear reactor in Australia does not, it can't heat up an egg. Here we go, we're 100 degrees Celsius. It doesn't produce enough energy, the nuclear reactor in Australia, to run itself as well. And there we go, we've got some steam coming in. Now, we... always fail here. Do I need levers? No, not going to do it for me. If I put it up there, that gets it. Alright. Okay. Kind of strange. These liquid ducts, they always defeat me. Getting them to work. We are producing steam. Obviously, we are using steam. Generally, if you're using up all the steam, these steam boilers will sit at about halfway with their steam in the internal tank. It really does feel darker here. I'm going to put a torch down. Just make me feel a bit better. Alright, but you can see this is running at 8 Minecraft joules per tick. Again, keeps about half the steam in there. This here is the internal buffer of power building up. It is producing power going out of these, is it? Yes, it is. I believe I set them all up to be out. Yep, good, good, good. I done that off screen though. They're all going out good, so these are working at top speed. Fantastic. You can see that they will only work at top speed if enough steam is getting through to them, which means this here is just one of those strange little things with mods and how they interact. As soon as you had it coming out of there, it continued to come out. So there we go. We are very inefficient at the moment, but we will eventually build up. We'll have ourselves a nice... I still don't like it. It just looks too dark. What's silly torches down everywhere. Yeah, it's going to be producing a fair amount of power, actually. So, yeah. This here is my standard way of producing power as well. Not the liquid, usually the solid. So, yeah, I felt really bad not having one of these on this world. But anyway, that is the episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Hopefully you've got something from it. If you have, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment. And I will see you next episode. Bye-bye.